What's going on?
Hey,
What's up, guys?
my guy. What's up, Charlie, man?
Thanks
Good
for
to
having
finally
me.
have you on, man. Oh, it's our pleasure, man. We've been trying to get this for so long, and you can see it on my face, man. I'm so happy to have you here. It's definitely good. We're good. We're happy to
Let's
have
have a
you,
little
man.
chat.
Family. Was this one of the first big steps in your career?
Yeah, but I mean, it was a step up from. It was a league above from last year, so yeah, that is a step up in that sense. But I've been playing professional since about 4 years ago, 2018, and ever since then I've been in the system and sort of the same thing. But this has been the biggest contract for me, and it's the biggest stage now and the biggest club that I've been at. So it's just on a bigger scale, really, which is what I've been trying to achieve. I'll try and open up about myself as best I can for you guys.
Absolutely,
I
appreciate
honestly don't really speak about myself or my journey too much. I'm more of I don't really open up too much about sort of my journey. But I mean, now is a perfect opportunity, and I'll try and do the best I can to
Thank you.
Sort of give you an insight. And obviously, now being at the level I am, I'm going to have to do it in the future. And obviously, people will want to know my story. So I guess now is a good time to start. So I was born in Kent, in England. This is like south of London. Grew up there till I was about 5, and moved down to the south coast. Was just kicking the ball as soon as I could walk. Really, it's in my blood. It's in my family's blood. My granddad played for Arsenal.
When you say you weren't allowed to, who's not allowing you? Is it a contract thing or is it a personal thing?
Yeah, I was signing contracts as a kid for Southampton.
Wow.
No money involved. No money involved, but there was contracts, and it was yearly contracts that they would want to. You were under their. You were governed by them basically, and they decided. They decided what you done. All the power was in their hands. Wow. So, big commitment, and every year they'd evaluate you, and depending if they would see you as an asset going forward, they would sign you for another year.
What made your mind to come across the pond, like they say, and play on this side of the world and do that kind of stuff? How did that work, or what made you do that?
So when I was obviously going back to being at Southampton. So when I was 14, I remember someone coming in to talk about this thing you could do in America, and the soccer scholarship they call it. But I thought I was at Southampton, a Premier League club. I was like, no, I'm not going to end up doing that. So fast forward another year, I was 15 at the time, and I wasn't physically developed. And Southampton basically told me they didn't want me anymore, and that was my whole life. And then you're not doing that anymore. So it was like I was 15.
Do you listen to any kind of music? Like what goes through your head? What do you do before games to get you in game shape and ready to go out there and play?
Most importantly for me is probably eating decent food. What are you doing there? Sorry, one of my teammates. He thinks he's a joker, so he's going to try and do something funny. I know he is.
But who was your favorite team growing up, and who was a soccer player that you looked up to, whether it was on your country or outside of your country? What was some of your influences, team and player wise?
Oh yeah, I mean, growing up, I was playing at Southampton, but I was sort of, my team was Chelsea. Remember just watching some of those older players, like Frank Lampard was a midfielder that I really liked, because he would score goals like no other midfielder, and he'd always find a way to find the back of the net. So I was sort of, I'm not a die-hard fan, but I was following Chelsea when I was younger. My two brothers support Liverpool and Manchester United, so that you could sort of say we're like glory hunters, but it wasn't like that. And then, so just following him really. But there's different generation. I'd watch football all the time as a kid, so I was always watching someone play.
How did you get into the Fortnite stuff? I know you're big on Twitch and you love doing that. And How did that kind of start? Were you always like into video games, or did you just kind of pick that up later on?
I've always been into video games, and I've been really good at video games. So like ever since I was a kid, I was always like playing competitive gaming, which is a bit different to like a casual player. It's like where you either play for money or you're winning to like keep a record and like not lose basically. So ever since I was a kid and had an Xbox, I was playing Call of Duty. And then that was a big distraction when I was younger. It was football and like I loved playing Xbox. It was like competitive, like the game was just so fun to do, and I was really good at it. So it was like I was destroying kids on Call of Duty. I loved that as well as playing football. I don't know, that I'm a competitive guy, so that competitive aspect was nice.
What are you looking forward to the season with your new club?
No, I mean, I haven't thought about that too much. Just sort of, as I said, do the best I can in the moment and just enjoy every experience. Being around better players and the coaching staff has been unbelievable. I've learned so much already. I'm loving my football. The facilities are amazing again. It's just a bigger step up. Yeah, I've learned so much from the coaches already. And just do the best we can really this year. Every opportunity I get, I'll try and not to waste it. And I think our team will do really well this year, to be honest. From what I've seen and the other teams in the league, I'm no doubt that it might take a little bit of time, but that's because there's a lot of fresh faces. There's a new coach, but at the end, the cream will rise, and I'm really confident in our team. I think we have strength in depth. We have great players, and I think we'll do really well this year. Yeah, thanks for having me. I've never
Absolutely,
really
man.
sort of spoke like this before. I don't really talk about myself too much.
Hey man, we didn't. We started from the beginning too when we started the pod. We had never really done anything like that, so it's just getting comfortable in our own experience. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
But thanks, man.
All right.
Yeah, we appreciate you. All right, man.
All right, later. Enter the lab, exit the lab. Peace.
Peace.